You must be shattered at all the hopping back and forth between worlds. Why not stay here and rest a while? I'm sure Big Lug can manage without you. They got enough science to help him, if you ask me. Power just wants to hang out with me. More cutscenes? Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, in Garlemald. Traitors! You would dare deny Lord Nerva the throne? Ah! Civil War. Onward! For this day is done, victory shall be ours. You think they'd choose different outfits, right? Like, how do you know if you're fighting the right people? But yeah, they're all using the same armor. I feel like you'd be confused about which side you were on. Boy, you need to get different armor. I love you, but your armors always look so dumb. Boring, boring, boring. Do you think? I find it amusing, like dogs herding cattle to the slaughterhouse. Is it Edelbus, or who is it? Ah, it's Edelbus. Sharingan! That hue. Your soul is... Who are you? Oh wait, no, who is this? Yo, that's some, like, serious Final Fantasy shit with that outfit. Before your majesty, I am but another dog. Lost, in want of a new master. A hunting dog, if you should wish it so. He just used to wash his fucking hair. He's a little bit greasy, not gonna lie. Did you hear? The mayor's reopening Daedalus Stoneworks, and they're looking for laborers. That guy's hair, though? Jealous. Just play ARAM, so it's pretty low stress. That's pretty much the only way I can play League of Legends is ARAM. I used to play all the time, and then I realized I didn't hate myself. Actually, what happened was I just kind of fell off for a bit, and my brother got his account banned because he's a rage gamer. And I was a nice big brother and said, you know what, sure, you can use my account, just don't say anything in alt chat. Oh, I won't, don't worry, I won't get your account banned. Motherfucking, like a month later, my account gets permanently banned. And I literally couldn't even say out loud what he said right now, because it would be against TOS. Boy was one of the... Think of like the screechers you'd hear on mic in Call of Duty. That was my brother. He was one of those Call of Duty gamers. Say the cultist name in the video game right, or the nerds will rise up on Twitter. Is it Adalagibus? Is that how you pronounce it? Call Ellie my little meow meow. Typical low conversation. Have you been playing League of Legends? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, pretty much. Yeah, LOL Ragers. I mean, it's easier to find people who aren't raging at League. It's harder to find people who aren't raging than who are. I played COD for years and didn't end up like that. Good. You came out unscathed. Used to play it a lot, and then some of my friends would get super stressed when I played and insult each other. That's what kind of happened with me. I used to play League of Legends with my wife, then girlfriend. We were teenagers, and her brother played, her father played, and she and I played. And I would get angry at all of them. I would get kind of like a rage gamer. Like, oh my god, why are you doing that? Why'd you flash there? You know, like I was being like an asshole. And then I thought to myself, why am I being mean to my girlfriend? Why am I being mean to her brother and her father? That's not a thing I want to be. So I took like a look at myself in the mirror and went, I will never rage at a video game again. And I almost never did. This talk of resetting some old abandoned villages too. They've been laying on free Talos to help anyone willing to make the move. Free Talos? We best get packing. Dude, I need this guy's skirt. Steady work, board and lodging. It's not a recipe for hope. I don't know what is. Excuse me. Hey! Wait a minute, what? Arbert? Excuse me? But didn't I eat your soul? Hope. Yes, so long as I yet live, I would see that feeble flame rekindled. I don't like this. Didn't Elidibus say he was getting a warrior of light to fight me? So is this Arbert from a different shard? But why does he look just like Arbert? Oh my god. Ah, Final Fantasy! My brain! Every time I think I start to understand something. Ah. Is that... Oh, it's Gaius. We didn't have to worry long about where he was going to be. Tataru is Zodiark. Hell yeah. The ultimate plot twist. You're great, Lalafell, thank you. Exactly. I mean, aside from Tataru, Zan is definitely the best Lala. Tataru one-shot Zodiark. Tataru eats Zodiark.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark.
Nah, not been busy at all.
Half of it. When the scions spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. Well, I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury.
You know, Azzy, one of my favorite moments in Final Fantasy so far has been when Nanamo went to the Gold Saucer for the first time, and a little bit of that Lalafell greed slipped out. She's like, you know, we could just, like, gamble a bit. Meanwhile, she empties the royal coffers.
I trust you two require no introduction.
I don't remember who you are.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea.
Sexy boy. Sexy boy.
Must we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows, and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
I've already forgiven him. He's so short. Such a little cat boy.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence. When we were later reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight. But to me his description seemed anything but. And upon further investigation, I found that I was right.
He said but.
The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
Bum, bum, bum. I already know that.
Elegant monstrosity.
But we both know
created
that.
To vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea.
Wow, we both saw that. Duolingo is bad for how it guilt trips you into checking back in. Oh, yeah, that's yucky.
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing. But you know as well as I how that tale ended.
I mean, it does kind of have that Alan Rickman, like, throaty voice. I do agree, Azzy.
The weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
Wait, the 7th was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
Indeed. Few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandanis, and its leadership has changed hands several times since. Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery. What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea.
You mean not the one that Estinian destroyed,
We
right?
attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress. So we resolved instead to bring you warning.
Estinian fought it himself, and you couldn't...
And right glad are we that you did. Though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope.
You know, I can miss this one out, Rabon. You guys got this.
Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them. But the fact remains that you, and you alone, have faced the Ultima weapon, and emerged victorious.
Yeah, it was just me, right? I didn't have anyone there to help me. I'm pretty sure I fought it alone with no other people there. Oh, I didn't remember that one, Nim. Interesting. So they're just fucking shit up then, huh? They caused Dalamud, they're creating the Ultima weapon.
And so, when the time comes, if your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
Do you think Raubon just has a thing for Lalafels? Like, his adopted son's Pippin is a Lalafell. He, you know, Nanamo, we know about that. Do you think he just wants to, like, pick up Kryl and put her on his shoulder? For old time's
The
sake.
Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days. But it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further. I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all. Even if it means begging your aid. The Fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
I too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon, our friends' plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first. I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
I mean, there aren't any choices in this game, so... I won't be. Oh, Grahatia, can we just have your name instead of Crystal Exarch, please? You've come at a most opportune time, my friend. I've made something of a breakthrough in my research into soul, and it means to return the Scions home. I trust you too in making good use of your time. No. Ill tidings from the source, you say? I will summon the others and we might be apprised of the situation. Only stopped leveling crafters because I ran out of leaf meat allowances. Jesus, Dolphin. Mainlining those leaves, huh? Going up to frickin' Square Enix like, yo man, got any more of those leave quests? Oh, I need to get my crafting on.
The situation beareth closer observation, of that there is no doubt, and doth compound our need to return unto the source.
Xeno's back, baby, and he's sexier than ever.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion. Thanks in large part to Urianger and Beklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
What does it look like?
We set out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of white morosite, but without its regrettable limitations. And after a good deal of trial and error, we made one.
Interesting. I wonder if this is going to have more applications than just transporting us back to the source.
An ark for soul and mind both that will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
However.
However?
Anyone else want to chime in?
Though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's
Elementals. Yes, Gordo. You know what? That's perfect. Your first time chatting in my thing, giving me an answer, that's literally the best thing, Gordo. Is Gordo okay, by the way? How'd you find this little part of the internet? The spirits. Do the spirits give you high spirits? For your spirits?
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Allagan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within Aurosite or any other crystal.
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
So are we gonna stick him with a needle and take his blood, or what are we doing here?
That being the case, we must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel.
It's easy, just like poke.
I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues. I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found. Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
Don't threaten to kill yourself again. I want to say whatever it takes, Graha. Ali's saying you have a fan club about me. We need to keep it with just more than just one member.
My apologies.
Lita!
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
Oh shit, I might have.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness.
Aw. She's feeling awkward.
But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Maybe it's
Perhaps
personal?
I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exarch's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
Alvino, you can't just be like, mind if I butt in? But me and Lena are out on a date, and he's like, me too, I'm a third wheel. Come on, Alvino. Let me go on a date with the cute bunny with a great accent. Sorry, honey, a platonic date. All right, back to Alvino trying to cuck us over here. Oh, yes, of course, Dolphin. I meant more reacting with me, not, not letting me know things before they happen. All right, Alfino. Ready for you to date crash me. I must confess, while I enjoy my fair share of scholarly research, it would be good to step outside for a spot of fresh air. Now then, shall we go and speak with Lena? I will say the cruelest thing Final Fantasy has ever done, not Oshapont, not any of the other sad moments, it is having Stormblood and Shadowbringers both start with an S. because I continuously make a fool of myself. Luckily, you all didn't catch it because I caught it quick enough, but my stream was originally titled Cute Sprout Lost in Stormblood. But I caught it. I caught it before you all got here.